Right hand, my wife, Sue.
How do you do?
Bud Kid, my wife Carolyn.
Ed Cole, my Valentine for 54 years, Sharon.
John Kaler and my wife Carol.
Good job, Carol.
Gene Gross, Evelyn Reisinger. All right, welcome.
Jennifer Browning, and I'm Mark Browning. I'm a member here of 12 years with most seniority.
Jennifer, you like old man,
Ed?
Ed Wessel. I'm Ed. You'll be hearing from me later. Sorry that my wife can't be here. She's down in her back. She's going to undergo a procedure at Deaconess Thursday morning. Going to insert glue. She's got some compression fractures. Hopefully that will help. Maybe next time she can be with us. Jerry Purdy and my wife Jane.
St. Jane.
Not getting up.
St. Jane.
St. Jane.
My wife, Janice.
59 years.
Dan Miller, and my wife, Virginia.
Norm Van Winkle, I was standing in front of my wife, this is Phyllis. And we've been married 61 years. And it seems like only 20.
What did she say? Bob Norman, this is my lovely wife Nyla, Phyllis' sister. All right. I'm married sisters.
That could be good, it could be bad.
Tom Schmidt, my wife Jan, of 55 years.
Bob Carter, my wife Gail. There you go.
I'm Kim Timmy and my wife Dot.
Hello, Dot.
Come on, John.
This is my wife Joanne, my first wife. We've been married 57 years. Can you believe that?
Look that old. Brad Pitt and Angelique Jolie couldn't make it today. He didn't hear you.
Steve McGinnis, I brought my mother of 59 years. 59 years.
I'm Guy Andrus, and I brought my girlfriend Jamie.
I'm going to make it official. Marlon?
Marlon Marion.
Some call him Marion, but it's really Marlon. My maid Flo and my lovely wife Pat. Come December, we will have had 90 years.
Not hardly.
You don't look that old.
My age, married, it seems
But I can't beat that. Gene aging and my sweetheart Marlene from 58 years. Wow. Even though she wants the ball.
Lowell Farrar and my Valentine Judy, 57 years. Is that everyone? Okay, next up is our Master of Humor, Mr. Ed Weston.
Eddie.
Eddie. is your day, and I think we're going to have a ton of puns. Fun with puns. Anyway, here's some puns for you. Two antennas met on a roof. Fell in love and got married. The ceremony wasn't much, but the reception was excellent. A jumper cable walked into a bar. The bartender said, "I'll serve you, but don't you start anything." Two peanuts walk into a bar. One was salted. Maybe you'll like this one better.
Probably.
A dyslexic man walked into a bra. Boy, I'm addressing a dense crowd today. A man walked into a bar with a slab of asphalt under his arm and says, "Give me a beer, please, and one for the road."
That was funny.
Two cannibals are eating a clown. One says to the other, "Does that taste funny to you?" Doc, I can't stop singing the green, green grass of home.
Yes.
Sounds like Tom Jones syndrome. It's common, but it's not unusual. Two cows standing each other in a field. Daisy says to Dolly, "I was artificially inseminated this morning." "I don't believe you," says Dolly. "It's true. No bull." Now here's a real good one. An invisible man marries an invisible woman. Kids were nothing to look at either. I went to buy some camouflage trousers the other day, but I couldn't find any. Man woke up in the hospital after a serious accident. And they shouted, "Doctor, doctor, I can't feel my legs." And the doctor said, "I amputated your arms." I went to a seafood disco last week and pulled a muscle. Two fish swim into a wall. One turns to the other and says, "Damn." Two men sitting on a kayak, and they were chilly, so they lit a fire in the craft. Not surprisingly, it sank, proving once again you can't have your kayak and heat it too. A group of chess enthusiasts checked into a hotel. We were standing in the lobby discussing their recent tournament victories. After about an hour, the manager came over and asked them to disperse. But why, they asked, as they moved off. Because, he said, I can't stand chestnuts boasting on an open boiler. Here's a timely story for girls. A woman has twins and gives them up for adoption. One of them goes to a family in Egypt. His name was Amal. The other goes to a family in Spain. His name was Juan. Years later, Juan sends a picture of himself to his birth mother. Now, upon receiving the picture, she tells her husband that she wishes she also had a picture of Amal. And the husband replied, they're twins. If you've seen them, if you've seen one, you've seen them all. The dwarf, who was a mystic, escaped from jail. Call went out over the police radio that there was a small medium at large. And finally, this person who sent 10 different puns to his friends with at least the hope that one of the puns would make them laugh. Now there is no pun in 10. Just a few more now, if you can endure. An elderly gentleman, could have been any of these guys, had serious hearing problems for a number of years. And he went to the doctor, and the doctor was able to have him fitted for a set of hearing aids that allowed the gentleman to hear 100%. The elderly gentleman went back in a month to the doctor, and the doctor said to him, your hearing's perfect. Your family must be really, really pleased that you can hear again. And the gentleman replied, I haven't told them a thing. I just sit around and listen to the conversation. And I've changed my will 3 times. Two elderly gentlemen from a retirement center were sitting under a bench in a tree. And one turns to the other and says, Slim, I'm 83 years old now, and I'm just full of aches and pains. I know you're about my age. How do you feel? Slim says, I feel like a newborn baby. Really? Like a newborn baby? Yep. No hair, no teeth, and I think I just wet my pants. An elderly couple had dinner at another couple's house. And after eating, the wives left the table and went into the kitchen. 2 gentlemen were talking, and one said, last night we went out to a new restaurant, and it was really great. I would recommend it very highly. The other man said, what was the name of the restaurant? First man thought and thought and finally said, What's the name of that flower you gave to someone you love? You know, the one that's red and has thorns. Do you mean a rose? Yes, that's the one, replied the man. He then turned towards the kitchen and yelled, Rose! What's the name of that restaurant we went to? Now, as I look around this crowd today, ladies, any one of these men in here can do this one. Hospital regulations require a wheelchair for patients being discharged. However, while working as a student nurse, I found one elderly gentleman already dressed and sitting on the bed with a suitcase at his feet, who insisted he didn't need my help to leave the hospital. After a chat about the rules being rules, he reluctantly let me wheel him down to the elevator. On the way down, I asked him if his wife was meeting him. He said, I don't know. She's still upstairs in the bathroom. A senior citizen said to his 80-year-old buddy, so I hear you're getting married. Yep. Do I know her? Nope. This woman, is she good looking? No, not really. Is she a good cook? No, she can't cook too well. Does she have lots of money? Nope, poor as a church mouse. Well then, is she good in bed? I don't know. Why in the world would you want to marry her? Because she can still drive. A lot of hearing problems here, ladies, in this audience. 3 old guys were walking. First one says, windy, isn't it? The second one said, no, it's Thursday. And the third one says, so am I, let's get a beer. The man was telling his neighbor, I just brought a new hearing aid. It cost me $4,000, but it's state of the art. Perfect? Really, answered the neighbor. What kind is it? 1230. Morris, an 82-year-old man, went to the doctor to get a physical. A few days later, the doctor saw Morris walking down the street with a gorgeous young woman on his arm. A couple of days later, the doctor spoke to Morris and said, really doing great, aren't you? Morris replied, just doing what you said, Doc. Get a hot mama and be cheerful. The doctor looked at him and said, I didn't say that. I said you've got a heart murmur, be careful. How many of you like ice cream? All right. The little old man shuffled slowly into an ice cream parlor, pulled himself slowly, painfully onto a stool, and after catching his breath, he ordered a banana split. The waitress asked him kindly, crushed nuts? No, he replied, arthritis. Every week at Huddleback we celebrate the 3 F's: food, fun, fellowship. And my job is to send these guys home to you in a good mood because I made them laugh. Thank you very much.
We have a basketball book that gets us a lot of money in addition to what you've already heard about. We're about, I'd say about 3/4 of the way through this, and the last one was Herald Post was the winner. Everybody always asks, what's the average age of this group? And so I went and figured it out based on the directory, and the average age is 77.45. I'm looking around with the ladies here today, and you guys really did good, because the average age of the ladies here today is 28.3. Speaking of ladies, Eileen, step out where people can see you, please. Eileen waits on us. She's so patient, and she puts up with all of us. And I'd just like to recognize her because she does a wonderful job as does there are 53 active members Jack tallied up, and we have 50 since the inception of this club who have passed away. The history of the club, charter members were John McGinnis, Archie Owen, Jim Roush, Morris Riley, Joe Unfrey, Don Watson, Clarence Riggs, Guy Endress, Jerry Canterbury, and Ed Wessel. Okay, and we thank them for starting this because it's a lot of fun. I've often said, where else can you go and laugh nowadays? I love to laugh, and it's pretty depressing. You used to watch TV and you could laugh. It's not too funny anymore. Unfortunately, we lost 4 wonderful members this past year, and there may be more, but and please let me know if I'm in error. Jim Schmidt, okay, Raleigh McGarry, which I'll insert. We had this thing of if someone told not so quite of a funny joke, we'd start saying, if it was Ed tell the jokes, we'd say Raleigh. When Raleigh would tell one that wasn't quite as funny, we'd say Eddie. That's a little tradition we got to keep alive, okay? And there's another one coming up here in just a few minutes. Jim Byers and Sam Freeman. Have I overlooked anybody?
Yes.
What?
Terry Rickard.
Oh, God, yes. Terry Rickard. Yes. Not too long ago. It's a fun group. It's a fun group. Another tradition is Morris Riley used to get up and he used to say, here's the winner of the third of the half the pot. Which made no sense. But if you remember Morris couldn't tell a joke and he knew it. Years ago, he pulled me into the coach's office at North High School and says, he see Riley, Seaside, so he couldn't get my name right. He and Coach McDaniels, CO, but he could Seaside, roll that out. He said, I got a joke for you. That's all right. He says, where does the 2,000-pound gorilla get to sleep any place it wants to? They told the joke and the punchline all in one. But we do have the drawing this time, Ron?
Yeah, well, Willie's. Oh, Willie, you don't have
No half pot. No.
Okay, our half pot today is, as you know, we're going to do the whole pot. First half pot is worth $31. Wow. And last week, as we do in our club, whoever wins last week gets to draw out the following week. Doc Browning won last week.
I didn't tell her.
You did not tell me.
$200. Pick one and you read it up.
359-7437.
74 what?
7437.
7437.
Bingo. St. Joanne.
Bingo.
St. Joanne.
Great.
We trust you.
Hold all tickets now. The second drawing will be coming.
Don't let Willie draw.
It's Mrs. Willie. We'll draw out this one.
St. Joanne for putting up with him.
And read it off.
3597422.
Yes! John Only one.
Oh, man. Man.
That does no. All right, one last thing we're going to do today. It's a tradition. And we're going to call up a dear friend of all of ours, Mr. John Kaler, who's read my book, and he knows that I have absolutely no musical ability. In fact, they wouldn't even let me, they didn't issue me a tonette. I was the only one at Harper School that didn't get to go to the stadium for 3.5 hours. You know, he's upset about this after all these years. So that's poor teaching, but it's true. But then the next year, after hearing me sing 2 words, I'm supposed to sing 3 lines of God Bless America, but I would, God bless. And aren't you the kid that likes to draw? Do you watch TV? Well, yes, ma'am. What do you watch? Well, Ed Sullivan and Red Skelton. Oh, so you know what a mime is? Yeah. That's what we want you to do. So we had choir night, and they stuck me on the back row between Pat Richards and Mike Shoulders.
Oh my God.
But I did what I was supposed to do. I mimed it, but I sold it. And everyone afterwards came by and said, talked to my parents and said, oh, your son is so talented. What a great singer. And my parents had this stunned look on their face. And so I went up to them and they said, son, we didn't know you could sing. Oh, I can't. And I told them the story. We walked like probably 100 yards back home to 15 North Spring Street. My dad came in, put his arm around me and said, son, don't feel bad. He said, on your mom's side and on my side, there is absolutely no music talent. No music talent whatsoever. Someone must have gotten all of it. Okay. Turns 8 years ago, my uncle down in North Carolina taught at North Carolina State. He said, I got the answer, John, to the family curse. I said, what's that? He said, you know who got all the talent in our family musically? I said, who's that? He said, a guy by the name of Johann Sebastian Bach. So I'm not going to sing, but I will mime. But under your leadership, I probably could do something. John, it's all yours.
Okay. Those are good stories, John.
Good story.
I still think you should have gone to the stadium.
He gave me one for the book.
I have to tell everybody that some of us got more practice than others. And I was at the Forget-Me-Not a week or so ago with my friend Bill Knapp after a Friends of UE Music meeting. And we were enjoying a pizza. Dr. Browning came by the table and said, on your way out, would you stop by and sing Let Me Call You Sweetheart? Oh. And he joined in. We did this, and he joined in, and Jennifer was there, and they had 2 guests who were Rosie the Riveters. Oh. So that's a leg up on the rest of you. But let's get started now, and gentlemen, will you please rise?
Willie's got it written out.
Okay.
All right, listen up.
Now remember, you get one shot at this. I give, using my trusty pitch pipe, I give you 3 pitches. Now, and I want you to hum each one softly, but get the pitch. 1, 2, here's the first one.
Supposed to hold hands.
The second one? Beautiful. The third one. Okay. Are you ready? Now, take a deep breath. Here we go. Let me call you sweetheart. I'm in love with you. Let me hear you whisper that you love me too. Keep the love light glowing in your eyes so true. Let me call you sweetheart. I'm in love with you. Hey.
All right, we're going to have a safe journey home. I'm going to go see Ed Rusk. Yeah. In the past, we've given a crown and a hat away, top hat away. There's been some little confusion on that, so we've done that. But since Bob bought ones this year, I'm going to take the crown and the top hat down to Deaconess Hospital to Ed Rusk, who hasn't been home for 5 weeks and doesn't look like he's going to be home in the next few days. So we're going to just say officially that they're going to be the king and queen of the Huddleback dinner.
Very nice.
Jack and I and Skip, I hate to say that, Skip took over for Gene. Gene, there's not, you can still come back.
Oh, yeah.
He's already messed up. Bud and Ron do a great job. Thank you for being here. Take the candy with you. It's got a light in it to light up your life.
Yes.
And some candy.
I love the light.
And take your ring. Take everything you can.
Yes, I love the ring.
With you. Thank you for being here. And Jack and I and Skip and Ron and Bud say thank you.
Yes.
And Ed, thank you for